One last point from me before I introduce my distinguished panel of experts. I'm just the enthusiastic amateur. Is the issue of race and immigration. Here we had, if you like, the ultimate dilemma for people of color, for Muslim people, for people of immigrant background. Who to support? Macron, who goes around the world killing people that look like me, or Marine Le Pen, who doesn't like the way we dress and would be meaner, perhaps more honest about her attitude to the millions, 7, 8, 9 million Muslims in France alone, and many millions more non-Muslim people of color in the country. That was a serious dilemma for people. I don't know how they resolved it. I haven't been able to focus as closely on the French election as I would have liked. Well, there's a war on, if you know what I mean. But we do have experts here who do know what they are talking about in that regard. Let me go first to Amina Karine Kermous, who's a consultant and life coach, but perhaps most pertinently for this debate, is an activist from Lyon in France, but who's had to leave France for the United Kingdom because she wasn't able to live a normal life and wear her hijab in France. Amina, welcome back to the show. Let's start where I finished, if we may. I don't want to ask you how you personally voted. That's regarded as impolite, at least in England. But people like you, who could they choose in a final ballot between Macron and Le Pen?
Yes, hi. I saw a lot of different opinions in many different groups. A lot of people said, like you said, Marine Le Pen is, we know, a racist, but at least it's clear. So we know what to expect. And the other one, we pretend to be our friend in some way, but then we'll put his bombs once he's... So there were a lot of debate. Some people said, oh, we have to choose between plague and cholera, as we say in French. And some people said, yes, that's true. We have to choose, and actually plague is more...
And what did they choose, plague or cholera?
Generally, they choose the cholera because there is a more survival rate than plague.
That's very well put.
That's basically what they said. We prefer having cholera than plague because obviously the results are more damageable. But yes, there was that debate, and there was a little another debate of should we vote? Is it forbidden? Is it haram? Is it halal to vote? And there was all this debate going around as well. And finally, I think most of people actually said we have to go not for the better, but for the least worse, as we say.
And that was Macron.
Yeah. Yeah, most people did that, actually. But they are saying now, let's go for the troisième tour, third turn now. And they want to really change everything for the legislative.
Do you agree with me that Mélenchon stands a fighting chance of being the Prime Minister?
Yes, yes. And actually, a lot of people were calling to vote for him before I was talking only about Marine Le Pen.
Round,
yeah. But at the first, a lot of people saying, yes, Mélenchon is quite the best. I know we don't agree with everything with him, but that would be the best or the least damageable for us as a community in France. So yes, and now they want to go for maybe that for the legislative. And for the legislative, there is a Muslim party as well. There is a Muslim politic party. I don't know how powerful, how successful it is and it will be. But yeah, I think a lot of people now will be more active voting than before.